Throw Gang, we are joined by the Leather Short King, Lawrence Schlossman, and myself, the Bottega Badman, James Harris. Welcome to the weekly Running of the Boys, with today's full episode only available on
Patreon.com/throwingfits. We have rent to pay.
Before we get into the TikTok ban, which I know you're excited about, watching challengers and living it, and relaunching Instagram just to get some bussy, let's get into a fit check.
Oh, okay. We're getting personal.
Well, yeah.
No, it's fine.
Did you get permission, by the way?
I think maybe. I don't know. What? Did I get permission to get pussy off of IG?
Oh, not you.
I'm kidding. I think we'll be okay. What up, Doug? I know you're listening. Okay, fit check. Why don't you start, dude?
All right. I am wearing.
Right?
Oh my God. First fit check where we can like talk about the shoes that we have on while we're wearing them.
I could get used to this.
Good.
Yeah,
nice.
Did I fuck up the table already? Fuck.
Oh my God. Also, your feet weren't even on camera. I'm wearing para
I could get used to this.
Careful.
Yeah, I know.
Careful.
Was I just potted like this the whole time? Is that cool?
Sure. You're off camera. Obviously, your leather shorts. All right. I'm wearing Paraboot Fisherman sandals. And we saw some fisherman sandals on the street while we were eating. Well, I was eating a shawarma eggplant salad.
Was it good? It looked delicious.
It's pretty good. What
is that place called?
I'm not gonna. We don't have to dox where we are.
Yeah, but I clocked them as ALD because of the closure. Because I actually, as much as I do love those fisherman sandals, and they're the only pair that I own. Because you have multiple.
No, I do. Yeah, I do.
You need a buckle. Brandon, Teddy, let's get a buckle on those bad boys.
I wonder if this summer will be when we actually see fisherman sandals kind of take off. Because I know I was like big on the fishies 2 summers ago, maybe last summer, and then you came over to the dark side, to the fish scale side. Obviously, it's not the summer boat shoes. That's pretty fucking clear.
Yeah, dude.
I didn't even try to like even skim the comments. I was like, I'm not subjecting myself to this psychological torture.
There's this generational thing that we didn't even mention, where it's like so many people that unfortunately had a boat shoe period in their life, unlike me, literally did the Nike Elite sock and boat shoe thing like that. I was already a fucking adult by that.
And it was like
era.
the black boy, white boy swag era too. We kind of missed out on.
We are also not black, so
right. Well, I mean, we didn't mention, but shout out Kirby the hottest. I got white friends. Possible outro music. Great fucking song. I got white friends. You don't know the song?
Maybe I do.
Kirby the hottest. I got white friends.
I don't know, it sounds like a banger.
Good. It's really good.
Damn, we're not gonna go. But Tommy Richmond,
$1
million baby.
You're a TikTok. You're just a TikTok.
Well, we'll
statistic.
talk about it. Sorry.
Okay. Then the socks are anonymousism. The jeans are our Legace workshop.
Mm-hmm. Remember I saw the yin on your ass.
Yeah, the natural dye.
Wait, so it's not a third cut?
No, these are pretty thin as far as Legace go.
What year did those come out? I feel
like last year.
Damn, they did their own. So despite OL proper having the best jeans on the market, whether they're digiprint or not, in the third cut, they have workshop jeans that are a completely separate model.
This might be first cut, which are a lot skinnier than the third cut, which are just like a nice width. These aren't. I wouldn't call these baggy per se, but they're in a good fit.
This is a stupid fucking question. So they're called third cut because it's a third like iteration.
Really?
I just thought it sounded cool.
My friend.
I just assumed it was like, oh,
I know you're new to this Our Legace world.
No, I'm true to this, brother.
And I welcome you into the Scandinavian land of Fire Johns.
I'm learning so much, dude.
Act like you've been here before.
I mean, apparently not.
The first cut Our Legace jeans are, I wouldn't call them skinny, but they're very slim.
Those are like the dad jeans that everybody owned back in the day. That was cool with the woven back patch, if I'm remembering correctly.
I don't know about that. But the third cut is definitely like their most popular and currently popular cut of denim. But yeah, this is a workshop. I think the through line of this drop project was the dyeing process.
Right. That makes sense.
And there's a lot of like grays and kind of like light browns. This is a Prada Lineo Rosso performance polo. Because, I saw that ALD launched a golf line and I felt like I'm late to this golf shit, I guess.
Yeah, dude. That's going to sell so well.
Yeah.
That genius.
Great business decision by Brandon Mahler, former guest of the show. The Sunnies are vintage from Pezze Vintage. With this huge table, we now have like mad room for props. The hat that I was wearing but not wearing right now is shout out Frank, the Mad Dog from Leisure Center. This is our boys swept last night.
Get the brooms out. I mean, the Caps are fucking dog shit. They should have not been in the playoffs.
Horrendous. I watched the first period in a bath. It was the best night of my life. 1994 Stanley Cup champions. Again,
Rangers.
I know you're new to this. I know you're true to this.
Thank you.
But this is the last time they won the Stanley Cup.
I'm very much aware. Shout out to the captain.
1994.
Yeah, I got it. I see. Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right. Frank, I think he's like, yo, I know you're a Rangers fan. Just take this for free. So shout out Frank. The rings are Bottega. The bracelet is Bottega as well.
Do you want to get right into your day at Woodbury? Or you want to do a whole seg on that?
No, we got to do a fit check. I'm sipping on the Lower East Side's finest.
I'm Bed-Stuy's finest. Well, or it could be Clinton Hill's finest. I don't know where the pipes are.
Yeah, and a Diet Pepsi. Where was it hard to find a DP in the hood, in the new hood?
No, actually, my local bodega, I was about to say where I live. I'm not going to do that. Where I go to buy, it used to be Lucy's and Sig's. Now it's Zinn. I didn't think that, you know what it is? Here's the thing. This is why I'm such a good friend and a great business partner and a perfect work husband. This bodega that has all my nicotine needs, they don't have a great Celsius selection, right? So I always would wait to go to the bodega by you, which is selfish because while they have the spread of Celsius, every flavor you can imagine, they get all the new shit first. They sometimes don't have the DP. And that's
when you get
fucked up
cans.
of me. But now I will be sacrificing my Celsius options. But they got DP on deck.
But we got to explore the neighborhood. Like I'm sure there's mad bodegas on
yeah, but I just
and
get
ZA stores too that have like probably Zinn flavors you've never even dreamt of.
Yeah, there's new citrus joints are out. I think they're even up in the milligrams to 9. I gotta
damn. Also, shout out Diet Pepsi. I don't know if you saw the Addison Rae thirst trap where she has 2 cans on the yam bags.
Pull it up.
I'm saying that I think Diet Pepsi. It's gonna be DP's year for sure. Thanks to myself and Addison Rae.
Shout out to the good folks at PepsiCo.
Oh wait, did she delete it? She deleted it.
No,
it's crazy.
Wait, was it SpawnCon?
No,
because SpawnCon, right? You can now that we do this shit. You can like put it in where it's like, it only has to live for 24 hours.
This is another post from March 26th, sipping Diet Pepsi.
So she's a fan. Should you start another running list of people that fuck with DP? Oh, speaking of which.
Here we go. Hold on.
No, that's fine. I'm pulling something else up. Something different.
What are you doing? Oh, here we go. That's Addison Rae. With the DP, with the cans on the cans.
I am so thirsty for DP right now.
Yeah, you want to get DP'd? All right, challengers. These challengers once. Fucking freak.
Speaking of lists and your boxer list, my boy fucking Greg hit the group chat and he said, wearing boxers for the first time in 25 years, maybe. I think I'm switching.
Shout out G-Reg.
I said, wow, James is going to eat this up. Definitely going to talk about it on the pod. Julian, my other friend, came in and made a good point, and I wanted to run this by you.
What's up?
He was saying that the first time feels amazing, but it's definitely or potentially not an actual longevity play. Whereas you obviously disagree with that, but,
Look, when I'm fucking stroking on the porch to the sweet dulcet tones of Trent Reznor and Atticus Finch.
Atticus Ross.
I know. Yes, I'm wearing
Gregory Peck and fucking
I'm wearing
Trent Reznor.
some boxer briefs, and my new favorite brand for performance underwear, Arc'teryx.
They make underwear?
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
Fucking good.
Wait, is this supposed to be like a heat tech type deal?
No, they're just like boxer briefs. I got the dead bird on my fucking on my tweeter. Wait, I got the dead bird on my live talk.
Is that why you went to the Arc'teryx store outlet at Woodbury and then came back with all this Chinese intel?
No, but we are going to get into that.
Okay. It's a big China
TikTok.
F today.
If you're listening, TikTok.
Yeah.
Sell that shit. All right, that is a complete fit check, drink check for me. What are you wearing, Lawrence?
I have
to the office.
I have
also. Can I just say, getting dressed to then like travel to the office, kind of fucking crazy. I haven't done that in mad long because the office was always my apartment.
True.
So it's kind of wild to be like, oh shit, I got to figure this out now versus like, all right, Lauren's going to come over. We're going to do some work. And then I'm just going to throw on whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of nuts, bro.
I don't know how
I feel about it.
We're going to have that conversation now every time we pod. Because again, you could just pivot in your apartment if I came through with the hat. But now.
I don't know how I feel about getting dressed.
Fuck, dude, that's such an annoying ass. I put this in the number 2 because like I have this issue with my brother and the Thistle shades, which are, I can just start with the shades. Where it's like, dude, I'm gonna have to hit you.
Top down, are you a cop?
I'm gonna have to hit you every fucking time now.
Yep.
Fuck.
Yep.
Whatever.
Yep.
These are office problems, dude. They happen. I wore Gucci.
We have other office problems, just a bunch of tote bags on the floor.
Yeah, it's nice that, I mean, We should get a backdrop, dude.
Yeah. Yo, shout out in the Jesus Christ. We need better chairs too. It's not bad with the weather.
I don't know if it's picking up. We would like some new chairs. If anyone out there would like to...
Herman Miller, I know you're listening.
The champagne of chairs, Herman Millie High Life. Hit our fucking email.
All right, what's on the dogs?
Came through in vintage Gucci horsebit loafers. Apparently, I stepped in some type of gunk. I hope it's not from the table. But
I noticed that when you kicked your feet up in my face.
They look like shit now. What the fuck is this? Anyway, Threadies, gay Mozart socks.
Welcome to New York.
All right, let's talk about leather shorts.
My leather short king.
You made a great point. I didn't even think about this. When Brandon was talking about leather shorts, I definitely caught a bug that only made itself extremely clear when you brought it up because I'm delusional. But Supreme, you know how we used to do Last John, Next John?
Yeah.
You're looking
Wait, what do you mean we always do? We haven't done that since like failing upwards.
You know how we used to always do?
Yeah.
Last John, Next John? You're looking at the Last John right here.
You actually made a purchase.
I spent $300 on Supreme leather shorts that, honestly, I guess there'll be a picture. I was going to like literally, because like I could just like.
They're kind of like matte black. Are you tall enough? Yeah, that was kind of pointless.
Absolutely fucking pointless.
They're very matte black. Did you know that when you bought them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was debating whether or not this is something that, so like my wife has worn leather shorts and I always used to make fun of her because like, what is the point of a leather short? It's counterintuitive.
What's the point of anything?
Okay, let's not get philosophical.
What's the point of
leather shorts?
What's the point of leather? I want to wear leather underwear.
They're all form and no function. So I used to clown her.
Yeah, bro. What's the fucking point of your threadies?
Good point. Good point. There's no point. They're huge, and I like them, and I'm a fan. And I don't know how this is going to work on like an actual scorching day. Today, it's like
you can't. And I think that like transitional
leather weather.
It is leather weather. That transitional time between spring and summer is like the only time. But there is a category of shorts that works for that. Like there's very gorpy shorts that are like heavy.
Oh, like a heavy canvas.
Yeah, you either wear tights under them or like high socks, whatever. For when you're first starting out at base camp.
Mm-hmm. These are Patagonia stand-ups. If you buy them new, they're like fucking canvas.
I have some Helly Hansen shorts that are like heavy that you can wear on like a 55-degree day if you just want to do like a shorts and hoodie, season pusher.
Sure.
Is Brandon, because I was incepted to try and do leather shorts by former guest of the pod, Jesse Hudnut, who I've always held to be like one of my GOAT most stylish real guys that, I'll be informed by like the things he does and try to like make them my own and like try to like, try some things that he's doing, not necessarily successfully or ever at all because it's just too advanced. Or by the time I like come around to like, oh, I can actually try that now. It's too late. Right. Last summer he was wearing Prada leather Bermuda shorts, which are even like longer
and wider,
not capris, but they're like past his knee. And he's a tall drink of water.
How fucking expensive are those, dude, at retail? Because I know he probably put in a personal order for sure.
$1,900.
Jesus fucking Christ.
At Trebienne. And Trebienne carries a lot of Prada. And I know that that's how he was always like, posting from the Prada showroom. And he wore them in a very sick way with the Martine Rose Nike Shocks.
That's right.
Those I was like, when we got a drink and he was wearing that combo, and I was like, okay, Prada Bermudas, Martine, which of these is more affordable than the other?
When's the last time you even wore those performance witch shoes?
I don't know. Maybe
I can't believe.
I wear them to Salem. I love them.
I hate them so much. Not to be a jerk, but they're not for me. I'll say they're not for me.
Yeah, they're too gay for you. You're too hetero, bro. But leather shorts, I'm not mad at them. And I don't know if you remember this.
We're in, baby.
I floated doing leather shorts under the TF cut and sew.
Really?
And you shot it down immediately. You're like, that's so fucking stupid. That's so pointless. And I was like, nah, dog. Like the Prada Bermudas are fire. And we just gotta. Honestly, I kind of wanted to do them just so I could like cop a reference pair, just to keep for myself on the TF card.
Wow, what a guy!
Yeah.
Why don't you pitch me one more time? Just hit me with a quick pitch.
Picture this.
Okay.
It's really hot out.
Yeah.
Your penis already smells weird.
Okay. Relatable.
Right? What if you want your butt and your balls and your cock to be even stinkier and sweatier?
Right.
Enter frame, throwing fits, leather shorts.
Run it.
Okay. It's too late. It's too late.
Is it?
It's too late.
Leather shorts for men is not, I think just because obviously the big brains at Prada, sure. Just because Supreme released them and they sold out doesn't make me think that like that wave has even remotely crested. I think we can get in for fall. No,
I don't know. I think, yeah, it is a pure vanity John where it serves no function.
Truly.
It is all for, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. But when I woke up hungover as shit, rushing over here because
Today?
because we got so much we had so much work to do that we fucking got done before we even had the pod. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Leather shorts. Let's do it. And you know what? The maiden voyage has been fantastic.
Leather shorts are the type of shit Action Bronson be rapping about.
Facts. The belt is Maximum Henry. The pleaser is Hanes. The shirt is vintage Giorgio Armani from our friends at Chickies. The hat, the dad hat, is Austria. 2 weeks in a row. You might have seen him in the dumper.
And this is another thing. Again, I'm not here to shit all over your tiny little head.
My pea brain.
Okay. Keeping it posy. Vibes are high.
Is this set crazy? We literally this is a real podcast.
Yeah. You have been a vocal dad hat hater to the point where you're like, yo, fuck dad hats. Fucking, I'd rather wear a papoose fitted than a fucking dad hat.
Papoose?
Papoose, what did I say? Papoose.
Papoose.
Yeah, it's papoose.
Papoose.
You're thinking of papoosas.
No, but you kind of, whatever.
The
Anyway.
El Salvadorian treat.
Delicious treat.
And
Shout out
this
Booty
is
Man.
this is what it is with me and boat shoes, right? Where it's like, fuck boat shoes to the death. But when OL came through with the little yingy-yangy, of course, it's going to change my mind.
Yeah.
And the Oster dudes put in the R&D. The fit is fire. It is heavy duty. Most dad hats are very flimsy, right? Softer than foreskin. You okay?
Yeah, there's nothing in there. There's nothing inside.
What did you do yesterday?
All right. I spent the whole day with my brother.
I'm just saying what I would
And my wife.
maybe what I would float by you is maybe don't go like purely black and white when you're like saying like something's fucking
That's a
dead
fair
forever,
criticism.
right?
I am a binary
you might come
cat.
back. You might come back. You're saying as nary as bi?
I do like to go binary mode, and honestly,
You're an extremist.
Well, here's the thing. You mentioned the size of my head, which scientifically is a child's extra large.
Well, hold on.
A 6 and 7/8 fit.
Let me run a little experiment. What's bigger, your head or this soda bottle cap?
Honestly,
think
it's a toss up.
Yeah.
The problem that I've had with dad hats and why I have been such a intensely hating ass hater is because when you have a tiny little baby head as a grown man and you put on a fucking dad cap, all it does is accentuate the penis.
What?
The penis.
Oh.
You see what I did there?
Okay.
Peaness.
Yeah.
The penis of
The penis.
of your fucking head. Now, on girlies, makes them look even tinier and cuter. Love a dad hat on a girl, ironically
small.
enough. But Austria, they went so heavy duty that they fucking nailed it. And I can leave my house in a dad hat finally and not feel self-conscious that, ha, look at that penis ass head motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, because you're in Bed-Stuy is what you're saying.
In that scenario, I was in Bed-Stuy.
Right.
Anyway, go check out the dumper. They're cheap, dude.
Oh, yeah.
They're not even like, it's not even like, oh, this is $150. No, it's like
Yeah.
30 bones.
And yeah, the dumper is now live on a Monday. Fucking deal with it.
And yeah, what? Honestly, a treat. I don't think anyone, honestly, nobody saw it coming.
No. Don't trust any dumper, especially your own.
And as it
Be
stands,
your own dumps.
and as it stands, we have not yet affiliate linked anything. So these are just products that we love, that we wear, that we support from brands new and old. A brand from the Cord.
Huh?
A brand from the Cord.
Oh, yeah. No, exactly. It's fun to do the dumps. I'm not going to lie.
Do you have that like jacket?
No, I would love one.
I wonder if we missed the season on that guy.
They're all made to order. So
Really?
Yeah.
So they never run out.
Yeah.
Unlimited supply of Johns.
Yeah. Because it's all from recycled denim scraps.
He killed the details.
So each one is one of one.
What's that
That's the
guy's
other thing.
name? It's a crazy fire name.
Some Swagapino, Freakapino, like Cristiano Ronaldo,
Shout out-
Alfonso, like
Shout out Alfonso Cristiano Ronaldo and his new brand.
yeah, Waldo, Geraldo, Feraldo, from Family Matters. The internet in here is pretty good.
Oh yeah, are you being sarcastic?
No.
No, Patreon just loads mad slow, dude.
Does it? Okay.
I can kill some time while you actually get the proper
whatever.
name
No,
to
you know
shout
what? I'm
out.
not even going to name it. Go look at the dumper. That's what you got to do. I'm not going to even name the brand.
Yeah, I guess if you're well, this could be still the free preview. Oh, well.
But also, I'm not logged in. Whatever. I'm done. I'm done trying. Bring your computer next time. Now that we're in the office.
Yeah, I will. Rolly on the wrist, wedding ring on the fingy, wifey on the pinky, Chrome on the other hand. Already shouted out Bed-Stuy's finest, and just doing a little zinning, trying to find some fucking. I have a drinking problem.
Most times you need. I think maybe you've been zinning a little too much, but I think you need the zinning.
There was a moment. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. It was a short boys only, and I think we were talking about. It might have been like the Drake beef conversation. I don't even remember, but I literally the zin was making me more hungover.
Wow. Wait.
And I like literally had to. Normally, I run the shit for the full hour. Because who wants to waste a perfectly good, gum pilly? But it might have been in for 10 minutes. And I was like, yo, I'm going to pass out like I'm like, I was sweating.
God, that would have fire.
It wouldn't have.
Damn. I didn't know you were hungover on that Monday.
Supreme.
Yeah.
Hanes on the cock and balls.
Right.
Hungover on Monday because it was a Schlossman Sunday fun day.
Right.
Shout out to my brother.
Well,
Love you.
If you're watching, also if you're listening, there's a bit of an echo. And I think that you and I, it feels like we're a little...
It sounds fine.
I'm just saying, you and I, maybe because you're hungover, but I feel a little like this is the first time recording in the office.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Our wonderful office mates are right outside having a important meeting about multi-billion-dollar deals. Shh. Well, we're talking about fucking fisherman sandals and leather shorts.
But you need to be wealthy. You need the proximity to wealth. You need to surround yourself. So I think we're in a good spot. Maybe by osmosis, we can make some money.
I walked in with like a bag full of like fucking just shit to like dump in here and like stumble. Like I couldn't open the door and then I stumble in and people are like, well, the thing about like, and they're like dropping business terms like, damn, these motherfuckers make real money.
Well, it's called having a real job.
I know. First of all, so if you're watching, if you're listening, you probably have noticed that we are officially in the office. Shout out. We need to shout out, huge shout out to Studio Plume, who made the custom table, which Larry's side is already fucking scuffed up. I can tell that. There, over there, etc. It'll be interesting to kind of like track that, Although I guess like,
bro. So like all the dings, we're gonna like start fucking keeping track.
No, I'm just saying like on an anecdotal macro level.
It's called patina, James.
That's true. No coasters. Should we go no coasters? Let this shit age.
Fuck coasters.
All right.
Well, but this is such a beautiful Studio Plume table.
Shout out Paolo and his cousin who came through last week. It is April 29th. We've been paying rent for all of April, and this is the first time doing an actual pod here. So and burn some money.
You've done some work here. I've been on a Zoom with you, and you were like in here.
No, I wasn't.
No, you weren't?
No.
Oh, so then never mind.
Yeah. What would I do?
That was 28 days just burning money.
Poof. But we are in the office and we are getting up to office antics. I want to shout myself out real quick for committing a act of office heroism. Earlier you took a shit, right?
I mean, okay, yeah.
And I went into the bathroom, not right after you, but I don't think that there was anyone between like your poop and my visit.
There's also 2 bathrooms. Why did you go into the poop bathroom?
You're going to be eating your words in a second because I did the heroic act of pissing off your skid stain off the side of the bowl. And you're welcome. And I wasn't going to say anything.
Thank you for letting me know that you were going to be nice, but then decided to
Thank you for your streaming service.
I did this. They had the room spray.
Yeah. But there was still like, collateral damage on the bowl. And I did the heroic thing, which you save your boy the embarrassment with the office mates. Yes, you talk about it to the hundreds of thousands of people that watch this on YouTube. But not all heroes wear capes. Out. And I really think that like pissing the shit off the side of a bowl is one of the bravest and most heroic things you can do, whether it's your boy or a complete stranger. That's called acts of kindness, random acts of kindness. Just pissing
acts
shit.
Of service.
Acts of streaming service like Spotify. Spotify your boy's shit off the bowl.
Streaming. Oh, because of the P, streaming service.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Sorry.
It's an ISP.
You got to remember, I'm working with some penis.
Yeah.
I got penis brain.
But again, really want to shout out Studio.
Yeah,
Plume.
they killed it. This is great.
Super excited
Did you
for this.
design this, right? You designed this.
I had an idea. I gave a rough sketch on a piece of paper to my friend Jackie, who then did a rendering because she works in like interior design.
Shout out Jackie.
And based off the rendering, shout out Jackie. Based off the rendering, the fellas at Studio Plume were able to put together this beautiful, wonderful, utilitarian, sleek, chic, fucking shit looks nice.
Is there any scenario where we would like break
Also, it's two separate tables, by the way.
So what's the scenario where it gets broken down, or is it going to just stay here?
So if we got to move it, like,
okay.
Imagine it's like 9 feet long. In
Right,
front.
right,
Like
right.
getting it in here with a 9 foot long table would have been impossible.
It's going to be interesting when we have our first no guest step this week.
No guest step this week.
James is going to a bachelor party, which maybe we'll talk about. I don't know.
Well, no, also
because it's Asher with the Big Hogs wedding is coming up.
that's right, this summer.
Speaking of fucking streaming services,
Yeah, good lord.
hogging that pants. I wonder the first guest. Let's not say who the first guest will be. Okay. But I wonder how will be because you and I are going to do the old Barstool
setup.
Yeah.
I'm where the guest will be here. Lawrence will be there.
I'll be like,
here.
I'm going to be like just right here. It'll be perfect actually. Like just,
Yeah,
just,
and this is zoomed in and like this is the boys only configuration. But like, I mean, you'll be obviously in frame. Like, what do you,
yeah, no, it'll be
Yeah,
exactly
just like that.
No, it'll be exactly like this, and it'll be it'll be great. It'll be perfect.
yeah. Yo, kind of looks like I feel like a jet plane, like, you know.
Oh, for sure. It definitely resembles wings.
This thing could fly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that what you can't see off camera is there's nothing in this office except for a clothing rack and a
should we do
mirror.
Should we do like a vlog tour because it is kind of
Sure. What, this fucking pod trap house?
Hold on.
No, we shouldn't. We shouldn't.
No?
Don't do it. No.
It's not a trap house. It's beautiful. My one question for you is, what was the thinking behind not getting it stained, like not staining the table?
I don't know. Just fucking baby, I like it raw.
No, I do like I do like this raw.
It probably would have taken more time. That's the thing. I was like, I need this table ASAP. We are renting an office in New York City and not using it. Please, I need this table ASAP.
When you told me the customer service and the amount of fucking blood, sweat, tears, and elbow grease that Studio Plume put in to get this table to us, holy fucking shit, dude! Can you they do commission work for anyone? Like if you just
they do a lot. So they're based in LA. They do a lot of retail work for. They did the store for no maintenance.
Yeah, shout out no maintenance.
They did no maintenance retail. They do a lot of custom office stuff.
Hell yeah!
If you're in the LA area or really anywhere, hit them up. We'll fucking tag them on IG, or I already did. Studio Plume. I mean, the shit is wunderbar and very fair pricing. I'll say that
honestly,
as well.
too fucking fair.
So hit them up for all your custom furniture needs.
Know your worth, Studio Plume. But thank you, boys. Appreciate y'all.
All right, let's get into the only meat and potatoes are the only podcast that matters. Lawrence, big rip to the founder, Capital Toshikiyo Hirata. Mm-hmm. The founder of Capital died, I don't know, 2 days ago?
Yeah. My first gut reaction was, shit, dude. Now I feel bad for making fun of Capital so much so recently.
Yeah.
Not like on the show, but like I think it's a brand that became the butt of a lot of jokes.
He worked like a dog until he threw up his soul.
He puked up his soul on the laundry.
That's what sucks. So like, I mean, this is true of a lot of brands, is that you can't control the customer.
No.
Right? If you have a viral John that takes off and is, I don't know, co-opted by, let's say, Amigo, then like Migos.
A Benny Safdie character.
Yeah. Like I first learned about Capital, really kind of dug into it when I was at Complex in the early 2010s doing research for.
So say what list were you writing?
The 50 greatest Japanese brands of all time.
Oh, there you go.
And I knew about Capital. Like I knew about Capital, I think just like on the denim side of things, which is how it started, right? Mm-hmm. The founder, Hirata-san, he went to, I forget, he was a karate instructor and he got shipped off to America, jumped ship in Hawaii and just was chilling.
Like literally jumped off the boat?
Yeah, just like jumped ship, like no papers or anything.
Hell yeah.
Made his way to America, just road tripped across America and like learned about like Americana, indigenous peoples in the West, Southwest and the West. And finally got back to Japan and went to Kojima and was like, I want to fucking make denim. And he worked for a long time as just like a guy. He didn't have any passion for fashion, but he became such a legendary like tailor and sewer that he like built up enough money to launch his own denim line. And I think the famous line, and shout out W. David Marks for writing about this, he was like, I want to make denim. I want to push the boundaries of denim so far that I make a pair of jeans that has a third leg. Which honestly, great wedding gift for Ashley
Actually,
Big Hog.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah.
So
He never did though. He never did. But like the brand is very much rooted in denim from the 1980s until 2002, when his son Hiro took over and kind of like really expanded Capital into the brand that we know it is today, with like country, with doing like crazy shit, with the marketing, with everything.
They never got like canceled, but a lot of that like indigenous person inspiration, there's like shit that exists where like they definitely took it too far.
Oh, for sure. Well, okay,
but you could say the same thing about like Ralph, I guess. So it's like, what are we really talking about here?
Yeah.
It comes from a place of respect and love.
Sure, buddy. I mean, you know, there's like
I sound like I'm justifying my racism or something.
There's still like legit like blackface and like minstrel shows in Japan.
Yeah.
Which
I've seen the exact clip you're talking about on Twitter or whatever, x.com, where the guy's Louis Armstrong, but he's Japanese.
I've been to a performance where the guy comes out dressed as Stevie Wonder.
In blackface.
It is fucking horrible.
Wow, that's crazy that you supported racism with
I know.
Raw.
I didn't know.
Oh,
But,
you didn't know?
I was brought there by my
What
cousin.
the fuck is
Yeah.
this?
Is that Stevie Wonder? I can't
Does
see.
he pretend to be blind?
Yes. He's like
Stevie Wonder.
yeah, exactly.
Damn, he has it down to if his craft is he has it dialed.
and my
dude.
cousin was like, "Oh, like we don't have the hit. Like we don't have the hit. Well, inexcusable."
This is your
Inexcusable.
Japanese cousin.
Yes, inexcusable. But you know, understandable that maybe they're.
I don't know. Sounds like a good night out.
That coconut just fell to the coconut tree. There's no context that came before it nor after it.
Why do you keep using that phrase?
Because I honestly think that what Kamo was onto something with that.
Oh, that's where it came from.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You think this coconut just fell out of this tree?
She's out of her fucking tree. I'll tell you that much.
But so like when I first started digging into Capital, beyond just like recognizing the name, they had these crazy lookbooks that were all very few were digital first,
Right?
Just because of like the times. But someone has scanned them, and if you can find them, you should definitely look at them. They are fucking fire, and these are like the 2000s. Excuse me. So like I think the Sun joined in 2002, so most of them are from the 2000s. And it is kind of this like Ryan McGinley, like beautiful
Bruce
young
Webbery.
white people, but in like,
bit.
you know, in like the Western America, Southwest.
Yeah.
And like the titles of the collections are absurd, you know, like Pharaoh peasants worship sun with, you know, red moon feather.
Denim
chief.
in the time of cholera.
Exactly. But the styling is fantastic. And it really is like world building. To the point where I was like, I really like Capital now. Even though most of the pieces are either like so simple that you're like, why am I paying $900 for a hoodie that says surf on it?
Like me.
Which inspired by A$AP Rocky, I assume.
Yeah, for sure. I saw him wearing that. I was like, I need this because it was like, it's literally a fucking Hollister sweatshirt, but with exaggerated, amazing proportions. But like the hood.
And did it have the like elbow patches, like either blue stripes or smiley faces?
No, it was more basic than that, but amazing fabric and quality, which I always say about Capital is it can be expensive, but you do get some bang for your buck. But like, the hood was like a fucking Sith Lord. Like it was fucking, I think I sold it. I bought it on Grailed. Here's my thing is that, hey, let me give some flowers. Let's put the audience onto some game, right? Because I feel like Capital, like you said, is kind of similar to like Needles. There is a generation of people that kind of just know it for, like you said, maybe a single item, track pants for Needles or a Boro jacket or what, like bone jorts
or
for Capital.
The woven vests.
Oh, God. The AJ Tracy special.
Insulated vests, which have been around for many, many years with Capital. That's not necessarily recent.
So that's the thing. Capital truly is like one of the greatest heritage brands from Japan. Much like Needles, its parent company, Nepenthe, is the same thing. But if you only know it from Amigo or A$AP Rocky, you wouldn't get that. The thing with working at Grailed that always blew me away about Capital was that we had so many different type of like archive specialists. You had like your RAF guys, you have your CCP guys, you got your RIC guys. The one brand that everyone could agree on in that office with all its different personal style that fucking rocked cock was Capital, dude.
Yeah. I mean, it was always, the collections are big enough and diverse enough where you could, whether you were a hashtag menswear guy or more of like a dirtbag guy, like you could take whatever and kind of like work it into your shit. But it really is like like Capital's kind of like, and okay, yes, maybe it has To some people, it's like a joke brand where it's like, oh, the fucking hype beast and the sneakerheads got their hands on it. Oh, this is like that rare Japanese shit. And it's, like the smiley face socks.
Oh, sure. That fucking shit.
Or like
The dumb truckers.
the Paisley, like a bunch of the Paisley
All
stuff.
the bandana stuff. Yeah.
But Capital is really, and has always kind of been like, if Ralph Lift shit's just like got on acid. Like that's what you get with Capital, right?
It's more of like a hippie vibe.
Yeah, it's very rooted in Americana, but so I think there's some familiarity to it for like a Western audience, but it is like fucking, more trippy than like your average Ralph shit. It was first picked up by, and this is how I know it's fucking good. It was first really picked up by the founder of Hollywood Ranch Market.
Oh, sure.
Which is one of the best stores in the world.
Iconic.
And while maybe not as influential as it once was, started kind of that like,
but an institution.
Absolutely. But it was on the frontier of that like weird Americana, like taking Americana in Japan and like putting a twist on it so that it like deviates and kind of it's like a branch off the main tree trunk. And so when Hollywood Ranch Market, I think, co-signed and supported Capital, that's where it really like started. That's the first step it took towards, eventually just bone sweater vests on every fucking rapper.
Well, there's that store here that like is such a Capital specialist. Manhattan, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
That's right on Orchard. Who like their Instagram is actually mad funny because like it'll be like the most fucked up, grainy, terrible low res pic of like Travis Scott at like a listening party, and he'll like be wearing a piece of Capital, and they're like, from our store. He got the belt from us. And shout out to them. That is a good store, I guess, if you do want that kind of swag. I definitely was trying very hard to get, and this is before Jorts like had the Jort moment and I hopped on that wave.
Early on Jorts guy over here.
And even before like longer shorts, and fuck the bone shorts. Obviously that's a meme, but they did just like the studded ones. We talked about them a bunch on pod. I could just never bring myself to pulling the trigger on like $800 jorts. Yeah. A man's gotta have a code. You gotta draw the line somewhere.
Yeah.
Why? Here's a question for you. As the guy who wrote the list on the 50 greatest Japanese brands of all time, why has Visvim never become a meme brand, or have they? Because it's the same fucking shit.
I mean, they had the first
too expensive.
They had the first non-sneaker viral shoe for sneakerheads in the fucking
FBT.
Yeah,
that did. Oh, you're right. That kind of
right?
Kanye. Oh, and I used to be an FBT owner and wearer.
Oh my god, dude!
But they were like a black suede. Like, okay, I would not wear FBTs today.
Okay,
but I can foresee a scenario where FBTs come back.
Sure,
similar to boat shoes.
Yeah,
so a complete psyop strictly from our podcast.
Yeah, from Big Mock.
You ever own any Viz?
No, not really. No, never. It was too expensive. What I am privileged and lucky enough that my mom being from Japan, when I would go there every year, I started going to the Capital stores. And there's 3 of them in Abisu is the neighborhood, I think. Blanking on it. There's a denim store, okay. There's like the flagship, and then there's like the archive store, which has like a little bit of everything from like past seasons. Almost kind of like our Legacy Workshop shop.
Or like an outlet at Woodbury Commons.
Exactly.
The Capital outlet.
And the new shit never really did it for me.
No.
Like the current collections.
Same.
But you'd go into the archive store, and it's not like crazy. It's not like, oh, this is like the first fucking, pair of jeans from 1982. They just have like overstock stuff that didn't pass QC. And it was a lot cheaper.
Oh,
Plus,
right.
being in Japan, it's a lot cheaper, period. So there I was able to buy... The only Capital I ever bought was some track pants with like weird like piping, kind of like the beaded like
they had like a skull
mariachi band type
like
thing,
skull
but like,
shit.
it was with like a skull, a map of Japan, and like a dragon repeating motif down the side of this like velour black piping.
Where did those end up? I definitely know you don't wear those anymore.
I think I sold them on Grailed or at the Bazaar.
Okay.
And then I bought just one of the fleeces that like everyone knows that is.
Oh my, that kind of became
not the fleece, but like not the Capital fleece, but like the one that is like of that family.
They have the one with the newer one with like the fucking giant Madonna on the back. Like the Virgin Mary.
But I think why Visvim never really became a meme brand is because they're not graphically driven where there's immediately a recognition of like, oh shit, I know what that is. I know how much you paid for that, or I know how hard that was to acquire.
Yeah,
exactly.
Sure.
Where it's like, with the bone vest, with the bone jorts, with the smiley faces, you're like, that this is Capital, and you know how much I paid for this. You know that it was hard to get.
I wonder what is the maybe vaguely racist intention behind the bones motif. Is that like some witch doctor shit?
Well, we're about to have Hirata-san's bones on a fucking sweater vest.
Yo,
my guy's getting cremated.
All right, that's a real goat. All racism, intentional or otherwise aside. I don't think that the only other thing from Capitol I think I ever wanted was when we were at peak double knee, the idea in my mind was to go big brain and get their double knees, which if you remember were like fancy boy, like crazy fucking stitching on that double knee. Like it just, again, like a higher end take.
Yeah.
Probably based on some fucking, Chinese railroad construction builder that, built this country.
Yeah. Go read, Noah Johnson wrote a good profile on the family. On both the father and son, but mainly on the son, because I think the son is like the guy now.
How old was homie?
80, early 80s. What a good life.
Crazy that Ralph is still kicking. Just gonna outlive fucking all of us, dude.
Speaking of Chinese workers.
Okay.
TikTok ban / sale. So TikTok, did Byron sign it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so TikTok has 9 months to find a buyer. And if they made serious progress towards the sale, they buy themselves another 3 months to like wrap it up, right?
Well, the shit he signed, it ends on his last day in office. Like this, I think this timeline is like weirdly set up to be, I don't want to get political.
Here we go.
It's such fucking horseshit, dude.
What, the TikTok ban?
The fact that like the only partisan fucking issues in this country are fucking
TikTok
more money to Israel and fucking ban TikTok. And because the Chinese are going to steal our data. The data that is happening right now is already being stolen by
Apple.
I was going to say fucking Tim Apple, Jeff Bezos. Like we're literally just going to gift TikTok to another fucking megalomaniac, fucking psychopath.
See, there's not nothing going on up here.
The CEO of what's the parent company of TikTok?
ByteDance.
I fuck with that guy. He seems like I'm vibing with him.
All right, politics. Business.
How do I get a rant out?
Pax Americana and the fall of the empire aside, the TikTok ban means all these TikTokers are going to be out of fucking business.
No, just going to be on Reels.
Fuck. So they're just going to be 5 to 7 days behind where they are now?
Yeah, I guess.
So we're going to hear the Tommy Richmond song next week?
Yeah. It's so good.
Okay, relax.
Song of the summer?
I don't know.
You said you made a point where you like heard it. See, because I don't use TikTok and people were saying the same thing about the fucking, what is your gun say?
Get up.
What is the prompt though? What's your gun sound?
What your gun sound like? Get up.
Who's in Bed-Stuy now? I got put on in the way that I got put on, and I don't want to shout out the plug.
Okay.
Who puts me on all the big tunes. He doesn't even know he's the plug. That's the best part. I don't want him to know either.
Okay. It is embarrassing.
No, it's not. That's
it's
homie.
Kind of embarrassing.
You don't think he has good taste?
No, it's kind of embarrassing that you call this guy your music plug because he will post.
He puts good shit on his stories. I mean, if it's not Chef, I don't know how else I'm supposed to, because I'm not on TikTok. So when I was like trying to be cool, like I discovered Tommy Richmond, which I didn't. But in terms of the pipeline, it's this guy to me than to like Gallagher, right? Well, but you were like, I heard this song incessantly for a fucking entire week before.
And I'm not trying to be like, oh yeah, I was on that shit before you, bro. It's that it's funny to see the marketing in action, right? Where it's like this song. For 2 weeks now, I've been on the algo where it's piping up a song that is like dropping Friday, and like the songs are good. The week before this was Shabuzi.
Oh, Tipsy, banger.
The Jay Quanaissance is happening, my friend.
That's a good interpolation.
Get on and get the fuck out.
Pour
me up a double shot of whiskey.
He's got good swag. That name Shabuzi is so bad.
He's been around for a minute. I mean,
he worked with Beyonce.
He's written for Beyonce, and
but he needs a great song.
Shabuzi is a great name. What are you talking about? You're sounding very white right now, saying Shabuzi's a bad name.
It makes me think of, remember Swayze?
Yeah. Well, Patrick Swayze.
No, RIP to the God.
Wasn't Swayze like one of the who was his dad? He was
no, you're thinking of what's the guy who you can
like Reverend Run's son?
No, it was whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay. No, I think Shabuzi's a bad name. Personally.
Okay, fine. But it's just funny, like seeing a week of TikToks that like definitely get you hyped up. You're like, damn, like what is this? What is it? And then Friday comes around, and you're like, oh shit, it's Friday. Let me go check out the song. And that was last week's. That was that song. And then Friday comes around, I'm like, okay, I can finally play it. But like I play it. I'm like, okay, like that was fun. Okay, but you know, I busted a nut. It's now over. And then to see like, I know what you're talking about.
$1 million baby clarity.
The person that posted it, and it's like, oh, that's funny because he's like making fun of like,
No,
he's making fun of the people that are calling this a song of the summer. And then I have this guy being like, yo, song of the summer.
I know.
It's a very interesting and funny like kind of a pipeline of like culture, right? Where it's like, obviously this shit was paid for by marketing execs and labels.
But is Tommy... Shabuzi I get, right? And also you got to capitalize on the Cowboy Carter moment, especially a record that he contributed to. Is Tommy Richmond not an independent artist?
But independent artists hire agencies that are like, yo, I can get this placed in like with all these viral accounts and whatever. I can make your song go viral, period. Come on, we already know this.
No, I know, but I just think of it more as...
I don't think culture's authentic anymore.
No, I know, but I just think of it more as like a way kind of like bigger trickle
these
down.
boat shoes just fell out of that coconut tree?
At least we can say that both of these songs, Tipsy and $1 Million Baby, are fucking good. I'd rather eventually, wherever I am in the fucking pipeline, right, which is very much towards the end of it, as long as it fucking slaps, I'm happy for it to come across my desk.
Right.
That's all.
It will be interesting to see, I think, okay, let's game theory this out. TikTok ends. What happens to all these TikTokers? Like, do they just pivot to another social platform? A lot of Gen Z is already like, yo, TikTok's fucking whack now because it is just like TikTok shop. It's all the brands. It all get ready with me. It is all just like artists that are, you know, paying for their shit to go, like industry plant type shit.
Yeah.
Is something else going to pop up? I don't know.
Well, it's like,
I don't know.
Well, if someone buys this app, are they going to ruin it? You made a good point. You're like, Google's been trying to have a social media hit forever. I can see if this sale happens, which I honestly like. Wait, what do you think is actually going to happen?
I think that it'll be bought by a company that like has no presence in the social media space. Because I think that if Meta were to buy it, that's like
a
monopoly or duopoly.
No way.
And it got broken up. I think that Oracle tried to buy it when Trump tried to ban it fucking in his first administration. Mm-hmm. I don't know what's going to happen in the second administration.
Facts. Yikes.
I think it's going to be like a company.
Get ready.
Yeah, whether it's like Apple, Google, or a company that like we don't even fucking know exists. Some like multinational corporation, and they're gonna do it, and they got to build it from the ground up again in terms of like the back end of staffing and executives and everything. Yeah. And it's gonna suck, and they're gonna run into the ground.
The reason that I
not that it doesn't already suck right now.
Sure.
Honestly, if it goes away, the less social media in the world, the better. So if this shit face plants, I'd be very happy. And you know what? Instagram next.
And it's not really going to affect us. I mean, we maybe almost have 6 figgies on TikTok. Our reels do better anyway. So shout out to fucking Meta. No, I do not think a sale is going to happen because the thing that it matters with TikTok is that proprietary algo. And I just don't think that they are going to give that to some fucking, again, American megalomaniac psycho. I don't think
algo. It's titties and slappers. Like,
imagine that was the recipe.
Yeah. More up the titties. Up, too many titties. Throttle back on the titties. More slappers. Slappers.
Can the title be titties and slappers?
I don't think so. Slapping titties? No.
No, let's do
I'll write it down.
Breasts and bangers?
I'll write it down.
No, because you can't, because then we gotta like start out, makes Chuck's life more difficult. What about breasts and bangers?
Okay.
So my prediction is that a sale is not going to happen. And it's obviously right now, this is all politically motivated. They're using TikTok as a fucking pawn. They want to fucking distract you from what's actually going on. Fuck all politicians. The only good politician is a dead politician. Don't clip that out. If anybody is listening, this is a parody podcast. What will happen is that this shit will definitely get tied up in the courts.
Oh, you have sources on the inside?
But my thing is like, who's appointing those judges?
Chinese.
Speaking of which. Honestly, bro, I'm moving to fucking China, dog.
China's fire.
I lived
there for 5 weeks in 2006.
You can't live somewhere for 5 weeks.
Here's the difference. You
visited for 5 weeks.
Well, I was in a homestay. So I was truly embedded with like a middle-aged couple, like in their apartment, not in like a hotel.
How did you communicate with them?
Through a lot of doodling and just kind of like signing and like
via Pictionary.
This is pre-iPhone, so it was like I knew okay, when I was in China, I knew to say hello, chicken, dumplings, beers, America, I love you. It's what I was saying to the woman when we were gambling in Vegas. Lily,
it is funny.
No, Jane.
What's ni hao?
Hello.
All right, I got that. What's beer? I need that.
I forget.
Especially since nothing hits like a fucking ice cold Ching Chow, which is how it's actually pronounced in Chinese.
You call me?
I'm just saying how it's pronounced. I'm just respecting the culture. Dude, I had a moment. I think I told you this, but when we were getting tattooed, I was on beer duty and I had to break out the Spanish because I go into, a Spanish grocery store.
Modelo.
I was like, beers? And, I'm not going to do her voice or anything, but, she said she didn't speak English. So I was like, oh, cerveza? Boom. Right over there.
And you're like, how do I say presidente in Spanish?
They were right there, dude. And fucking, honestly, dude, lugging around. I probably didn't do it economically. Like, you shouldn't buy 4 Sixers bottles. That's hard to maneuver. But all that aside, I was impressed that I fucking was able to dust off the old
single vocabulary.
I was going to say high school Spanish, but I took Latin in high school. I took Spanish in college.
You took Latin for 4 years?
Yeah, mainly. Actually, this is really nerdy. Well, one, a lot of it was like Roman history, which is fucking awesome. I mean, this is the whole
Shane Gillis.
This is the whole Roman Empire shit, obviously. But the Latin, the 4 years of study really helped me with my vocab portion and my English portion on the SATs.
Makes sense.
720. We used to do that all the time.
I took Latin in 8th grade. It was a requirement. And me and the hottest girl in 8th grade, we shared a textbook.
Okay. You leave her some
we would write
Chinese style Pictionary doodles?
No, we would communicate, even though she was Latin X, we would communicate just via notes in the margins.
The hottest girl in 8th grade.
And I fucking loved Latin class because of that. Because it was overtly sexual, but it's one of those things where if a teacher had discovered it, our parents would have been called in.
Really?
Yeah.
How far did it ever go?
Nothing ever happened.
Never held hands.
No, just we only wrote smut to one another.
Wait, how sexy was the smut?
Pretty
graphic?
Not like sexting, but
via carrier pigeon, old style sexting.
Let's just say I had to break out the thesaurus for penis. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, man, dude.
All right, speaking of the Chinese.
No, speaking of the hottest girl in 8th grade.
What?
No, that's just a funny phrase to say as a 37-year-old
Bro,
man.
I mean, it's
I'm putting that in the description for sure.
Please don't.
It's going in.
If you talk about okay, here's a little thought exercise for you. You had a girlfriend in high school, right?
Yeah, of course. I had multiple girlfriends in high school.
Do you fuck? Yeah, with the French tickler.
Yeah.
Bro, you can't think about that shit because that's pedophilia now.
No, but I'm not envisioning. Who's fucking Shane Gillis now? I'm not first of all, ain't nothing spank bank worthy about French tickler on the linoleum floor. Okay.
Wow.
It's actually mad funny because when I saw
epic lore, bro.
When I saw my brother yesterday, he was like, yeah, what was that chick's name? Well, I'm not going to say what it is, but I did remember. I was actually surprised. Because for a second there, I was like, oh shit, I should know the name of the person whose virginity I took and lost mine too.
What's a French tickler again? I just want to look it up.
First of all,
it's a condom, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
It was also, I should say,
French tickler condom. Where to buy?
It was a gas station French tickler.
God. What was the price of gas? Ew, brother, ew. TikTok sound.
I got it.
Brother, ew.
Which also,
these look like a Pixar monster.
Yo, we are on a crazy wavelength today. The ill brother ew thing. My brother had to explain that to me yesterday because he used it and I was like, well, I don't get it. And he's like, what? And he had to send me, and he's not even on fucking.
You're early on that shit? Ew, brother, ew. Yo, girth enhancer, is that what you got?
Girth master?
The girth enhancer enlarger French tickler condoms on eBay.
The girth master fucking blow up is crazy because I didn't know he existed. Then there was that on the street interview that went wild. And I thought that was just maybe speaking of smut, my fucked up x.com for you type shit. But you fucking name dropped him in the dumper. I had a whole conversation with Gallagher about the girth master.
See, man?
Is he
go to the year?
Oh, is he on the list?
Throw him on.
What was I going to say? I said, what did we say about, is Girthmaster the baddest in the game right now?
Is Girthmaster the girthiest in the game right now?
You've seen the wine bottle photo, I'm imagining.
No,
right?
I haven't. I've never seen this man's piece.
You're missing out, dude. It is exquisite.
You want to pull it up on the new office Wi-Fi?
You can. I'm putting him on Go to the Year, dude. Give me a second, bro.
All right. let's finally transition into...
Wait, we're done with TikTok?
What? Yeah, we're done with TikTok. Do you have any more TikTok points you'd like to make?
They're just gonna be. It's just gonna be on Reels. If again, like this thing is shut down. Well,
but I'm sorry, but Reels just is fucking.
I've been actually
is just does not hit.
No, and that's why I don't fucking use it. And the fucking cord can make fun of us for being late and old all they want.
Which, by the way, not late on what your guns sound like.
I'd rather be late and old if it means that I'm not fucking doom scrolling TikTok with all this fucking garbaggio.
Get up. The gun sound shit has had me dying for like 4 days now.
Breasts and bangers aside, like I don't want to be on that app. I only have it again to like our own clips because every like counts.
It's good that the kids are back on Gratata guy. Okay, speaking
wait,
of...
no, I gotta make one final point.
God damn it.
Because this is the
TikTok.
This is the one thing where like I know I'm a dumbass, but like I'm actually reading the news. Like
No, you're not.
This app makes up less than 25% of the parent company's user base because they have all this other shit that they have the Chinese TikTok, they have all these other fucking products, right?
They're big investors in Universal Music Group, which is Lucian Grange's company, who is the daddy to your boy Drizzy.
Yeah, I saw that kind of interview. Yo, can I just say Justin LeBoy is the worst interviewer of all time?
I mean, he would have segued into the next segment by now. That's for goddamn sure. But what's your last point?
It's a very smallish portion of their user base, and they don't make any money
Off TikTok.
So instead of maybe trying to get a bag from a Google or an Oracle, I can see them making their own political statement and just fucking divesting from this thing and truly killing it. I would not be surprised.
Or hear me out. They go, Mr. Trump. We will continue to spread
President Trump.
We will continue to spread misinformation and disinformation
On your behalf.
and win you the election so that you can cancel this Byron.
I saw some good takes too, where like a lot of this whole idea of like, you know, the Chinese malware, they're spying on us, whatever, the implications of that. It's really because like Gen Z is actually having good politics about certain fucking conflicts that are happening. And God forbid the youth actually.
All right. Do you want to keep talking
what
politics?
Is right and what is wrong?
You want to keep talking politics? Or you want to talk about Chinese people at Woodbury Commons?
Look at the range of us. We got fucking leather shorts. We got fucking world industry tech news. We can do it all.
Okay. This past weekend, I went to tennis camp, as I want to do. Opening outdoor weekend at Total Tennis. For everyone asking, that's what it's called, Total Tennis.
They should sponsor you, dude.
I know. Though, I have some unkind words that I'm going to share soon. Although we've been fucking talking TikTok for 30 minutes. God damn it.
Sorry. When do you have to leave?
As is tradition, me and my boy, Anoop, codename Anoop, we hit up Trader Joe's. This time we went to Trader Joe's Paramus to get a bunch of snacks.
Okay.
Bunch of nuts, bunch of fucking fruit.
Oh, like healthy snacks?
No, they're like pretty bad. It's just like what you want. It's just protein, right?
Best frozen soup dumplings in the world, Trader Joe's. Bang my line, sponsor me.
Okay, well, I will not be buying frozen soup dumplings to go to live in a cabin for 3 days with no kitchen.
Microwave?
No, nothing. Just a bed and a bathroom. It's great. No
so
frills.
that's hence you needed just a bag of trail mix.
Yeah. Okay. Buffalo style almonds.
Okay.
Chili and onion peanuts.
Just for energy.
Spicy mochi rice crackers. Thai chili and lime cashews.
Nuts for nuts.
A bunch of grapes. Some Cinnabon Oreos, like Trader Joe's style. Fucking fire.
That sounds like a treat.
Yeah, fucking good. The soft baked snickerdoodles, ass. Pure ass.
Underrated cookie, but yeah, I can see that maybe not hitting.
They just didn't suck. They just sucked. We also hit the Smokehouse of the Catskills, it's called, and got half a pound of beef jerky, which is like fucking like Shaq's insole of just like thin, dried jerky. It was great.
Does jerky give you gas?
No, I don't think so.
It is my favorite snack that fucks me up when it comes to just putrid farts.
I can see that.
I'm banned from eating beef jerky.
We also got smoked cheddar. It's called a Landjäger. It's what hunters used to bring out like in the woods because it's like it's like nunchucks. And that's maybe where the word lanyard comes from.
Wait, you went to a smokehouse and you bought nunchucks?
Meat nunchucks.
Oh.
meat chucks, and a stick of pepperoni. So between Trader Joe's and the Smokehouse, we hit up Woodbury Commons. One for lunch, right? They got Jersey Mike's, which, want to know what my order was?
I would love to know what you get from Jersey Michael's.
I switched it up. I got buffalo chicken, regular.
Hot sandwich.
Yes.
Wow.
They wrapped it up. I said, unwrap that hoe. Stuff in more shreddis, more tomato and onion, throw in some pickles, throw in some banana peppers, and give it to me the Mike's way.
Did you do cherry pepper relish?
No, I didn't, because it already had the buffalo sauce.
But the cherry pepper relish that's everything.
Okay.
Mike's way for sure.
I'll do it next time.
Anyway, great order.
Woodbury Commons. So we go up there for the Nike store to like pick up some like fucking like tennis essentials, like socks, undies, whatever. What else do we hit up? I always want to hit up the Bottega store.
Same.
Because this is honestly, the sunglasses and the jewelry are so crazy marked down. It is unfair.
How was the men's ready to wear? Because that's always where
Very
I go.
expensive. Still 50% off, but still insanely expensive.
No, for sure. But if you want to like be that guy who's like, oh yeah, the jeans, they're Bottega, like me, I'll pay $6, but I'm not paying $12.
I didn't see anything. I saw some like leather jackets that were like, still like $3,000, $4,000. Went into the Margiela store. They ate some cool shit, but again, it was like all over a G. But the jewelry. So I got this gold piece ring, and this little bracelet that is kind of corny. It is leather.
Can I feel
but it has like gold thread kind of running through it.
Listen, it matches your polo spectacularly.
Thanks.
So I would say now.
I also knew I was going to wear it on this, and it matches this green and gold Bottega ring that I've had for a minute now.
I'm going to say right now, your hardware situation, exquisite.
Thank you.
With that said, if I just saw you maybe on like a non-pod day where we're like getting dressed up a little bit, a non-leather shorts, non-Bottega, kitted out day, and you were just wearing like a t-shirt, and maybe you wouldn't wear that bracelet, but it looks like what like fucking MLB like pitchers wear for like the magnetic field that make, all that fucking stupid corny bro jewelry.
Cool. I like the gold thread is kind of like subtle, where it's like, it still shines a little bit, but it's not like bling blow.
That's a context piece. You can't just be wearing that every day. No chance.
No, and it's definitely better with long sleeves. I was wearing it with my bare knuckles hoodie all weekend, and I fucking loved it. Mainly I was wearing it because I felt really bad.
Yeah.
I wanted to make myself feel better by wearing my fancy new jewelry.
Another dumper fucking shout out. Those basics are fire.
I'm not exaggerating when I say that hoodie is like perfect.
It's
perfect.
It's literally, if it's not sold out already and you need a hoodie, honestly, it's so good because I think I've been kind of anti-hoodie publicly on the pod.
That's another thing. You're fucking you're anti-hoodie, you're anti-crew neck sweater, you're anti-dad hat, you were anti-fisherman sandals. The list goes on. And I'm glad
people can change.
I'm glad that you can change and that you have changed.
That hoodie,
and I wish that you would change out of these shorts.
They would look, actually, the hoodie would look great with the leather shorts and hoodie weather on a whole
back on
nother
your
level.
like 2 Chainz on noir shit.
That would, my black scale days.
With your fucking black boat shoes?
No, it would be, in that scenario, it would have definitely
be your black FTBs.
No, it would be FBTs. No, it was a mid-top Air Force One. Again, another Rocky stolen valor move.
The craziest thing, though, so Anoop is a huge Arc'teryx Valence fan. He owns, I think, like 2 suits, which are like...
At least it's not Leaf.
No.
That's for the cops.
Yeah. That's for the student beaters.
Yo, that's another crazy thing that Zood boarders do where, like, I understand that, like, we can not get political, whatever, but, like, the way that people, like, fucking Zood out fucking paramilitary psychopaths dripped in Leaf. No, that to me is so fucking corny, dude.
Okay, I think they look cool.
But that said, I want to see that shit in Sicario.
Get an ACAB tattoo on your neck, and then we'll talk. I'm at Arc'teryx, and yes, at Woodbury, there are always lines outside Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada, Free by Logo.
Yes.
Robbie, don't clip that in the sizzle.
Please, we're good. We do it because it's fun. I do it because it's fun. We don't need it anymore sizzles.
Yeah. Also, I love the restraint because I feel like it's day one of potting. Yeah.
I couldn't do it like actually. Yes.
That's the first time I've ever seen you exercise restraint. Yo, the fucking crowds were going gang.
What was the weather like on what day was this?
Sorry, I was talking. It was nice out. It was like 60 degrees. It was hoodie and jeans weather. The crowds were going gang in the Arc'teryx store like I've never seen before. I'm literally talking like getting a rolling rack and just picking, like hugging jackets and walking them over and putting them on their rolling rack.
Wow.
And not even like different models, like the same jacket. And like Anoop was looking at
shells,
everything, everything, pants, big fucking down like overcoats, everything, shells, everything.
Okay.
Anoop was like looking at a pair of pants. There were like two of the pants just hang on a rack. He was looking at one. A woman comes up and is like looking at the other. He realized that it's not his size. She takes both of them immediately and just walks away.
Because they're not for her, I would imagine.
So I was looking around and I was like, I think that these are not spies, but I think that these must be people that are doing research purchasing and like taking them back to factories and like disassembling them, learning the proprietary techniques, the construction, how to maybe employ these techniques in stuff of their own.
Taped seams, interesting.
A learning opportunity, if you will.
Absolutely, always.
So legitimately, I buy one pair of underwear. Because again, Arc'teryx, great performance underwear. Right. I've realized. I walk up right as these three people are walking with three wagons of jackets, 3 wagons of Arc.
Like a shopping cart?
No, like a cargo wagon.
Like they brought their own wagon.
Like the wagons that people bring on like to the beach and just pile them with shit. That's what these were.
Okay.
I think they belong to Arc.
Okay. You got the Arc wagon.
It's like move inventory.
I'm going to need your biggest wagon from the back.
Yeah, she got a wagon on that.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, yo, are these guys like, what was that the biggest buy in store history? He's like, not even close. I was like,
oh, you asked a guy working
there? At the retailer as he's ringing up my undies.
Is this the smallest purchase that was ever
and
made?
I was like, is that like, do they like work for a factory and they're like researching? He's like, no, they're reselling it. And we make them split it up so that it's harder to resell for some reason. I don't know. Maybe because like when you're taking out, like going through customers, some shit. So little did we know that the resale market for Arc'teryx is fucking booming in East Asia.
Yeah.
Because this shit was like, I shit you not, there was like a...
They have the weather for it? I guess the rain.
Yeah, of course,
for the rain.
No,
but not the temperature.
You know, big China is they have every single type of weather. Tropical, mountains, freezing cold, deathly hot. The Gobi Desert, ever heard of it?
Just now, yeah.
But
that's not who's buying it. People that like, they're not buying it because they need it, right? They're buying because it's like, it's cool. The dead bird.
I don't know.
The dead bird is alive and well in fucking the People's Republic of China.
Yeah, dude. So I don't know. It was really interesting because again, like,
how big was the order? Did you see like on the screen? Like what?
No,
like,
I didn't see. I mean, it must have been tens of thousands of dollars.
Really?
Yeah, because like the shit is still like,
you know,
a $1,200 jacket. Like the most beefiest Rose Brolic Arc jacket at $1,200, 50% off, $600. But like 20 of those, 30 of those, 40 of those.
This is crazy to hear because the last time I went to Woodbury, which let's just call it like 2-ish years ago, I saw a lot of those other lines that you're talking about, like, you know, Jen and I wanting to pop into a Gucci or a YSL, and like you're like, fuck, no chance, I'm not waiting. And because, as we've said before, like Bottega aside, maybe Arc and Nike aside, and even Marnie's pretty good. Most of these places, it's like dog shit made for the outlet. You've had this conversation, I believe.
Yeah.
But Arc walked right in. Not that it wasn't bustling, but like it wasn't a fucking scene. So this is something that has happened relatively recently. It sounds like.
It was just, I don't know, it's just like the one thing to note, besides the fact that just like the salespeople at Bottega now know me as the guy who comes in and buys women's jewelry for himself.
I mean, if you're going to be known for something, having good taste, having gender bending taste is not terrible.
So I was on the way up to tennis camp, and I'll talk about my weekend at tennis camp, and I'll be kind of brief.
You guys getting up to any Challenger-esque hijinks?
Brother. You talk about you love Challengers. I lived it, brother.
It's a masterpiece.
Fuck, no, I'm kidding. I think that's what happens in the movie, right? No spoilers.
I don't want to spoil anything.
Okay, tennis camp at my happy place, right? I unplug, I disassociate. I'm like off my phone for most of it. You're playing tennis so hard that all you want to do is just like eat and go to bed and like stretch. Love it. This time, we kind of fucked up. We didn't realize how good. You don't realize that you have gold until it's gone. Right? Is that the saying?
Nothing gold can stay.
That's what we realized with our
what you got till it's gone.
with our instructor that we've had the last 2 times, and the second time we requested him because we loved him the first time so much. Day 1, great. Played 3 hours of hard tennis, 2 hours instruction, 1 hour on our own. The food, we were like, wait a second. The food is not as good as it once was. What's going on here?
Oh, a decline. Didn't you say ownership is changing when you last talked about it?
Not ownership, but management, but within the same family.
It's a capital type situation.
Yes. Day 2, because it was opening weekend, because it was a beautiful weekend, it was maxed out on the amount of players. I think like 80 people.
Does that fuck court time and shit?
No, it doesn't, but it means that there's no wiggle room. Like once you're locked into a group, you're kind of locked in because you get grouped with people at your level, right? If you're playing with people below you, above you, it kind of is fucked. Like you just can't operate, and it kind of ruins it for everybody. So, right? Like to a certain extent.
So, like last time when those party boys were just there to have a good time, and you and Anoop were trying to take it seriously, you're not playing those guys. So even if they're like fucking up your sleep schedule, it doesn't matter.
Those guys, those fucks, were there to play pickleball. So they're subhuman, in my opinion. Right? They're there to play tennis for babies.
Were there pickleballers this time around?
No, there weren't. It was all tennis.
Thank God, dude.
All strokers.
Real strokers.
We got paired with these other 2 dudes who are like, also in their 30s from New York, and they were better than us, and that's fine.
Damn.
We were like 1/2 level below them, which totally fine if you have the right attitude. These turbo herbs had
hardos,
the most fucking like look. I can judge, or I will judge people really hard based on how they act in a team sport or in like a group activity. If you're there, like you should be encouraging everyone to like, you should be like, yo, nice shot. Or like, oh, don't worry, all good.
But still competitive?
Still competitive, but not to the point where like if your teammate misses a shot, you like roll your eyes or like say something to them like, yo, you should move up. Yeah. Like, yo, don't fucking tell me to move up. Don't say that to me. Don't say that to me.
I could see how you were probably so pissed, dude.
Yeah. And what sucks is that these guys are good, right? And we're like dumping into the net, like my fucking net game is trash, whatever. And I can just feel like the seething resentment just emanating off of them.
Oh, not off of you.
And I'm reacting to that. I've been in situations where I'm in the reverse situation, right? Where like there's people worse than me, and like you're kind of like in a situation where you're like, well, this is what it is. And it actually happened on the next day. But it's like, you want to encourage them to play better and you want to still have fun.
Sure.
These guys were just like fucking...
They racket smashers?
No, they never got angry. They had opposite vibes. One guy was like a sniveling teacher's pet know-it-all who like wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Okay.
And would just like... And they were yappers too. They were just yapping. And it's like, guys, like, stop talking. Let's fucking play.
Real strokers and real yappers.
The other guy was this lumbering lug ogre of a man who was like very good.
Yeah. I've heard this phenomenon about there's like big guys who are real strokers and are pretty nice on the court.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of power, sneaky quick, can get to the ball quickly. But just again, like if you're on his team and you miss a shot, you can just feel him just go, oh. And it's like, dude, you're dragging the vibe down for everybody. So Turbo Herbs, after day 2, I went up to the director. I was like, hey man, is there any way like me and Anoop can like, can we switch it up? Can we find different partners?
Pretty please.
And he's like, no, because the rule is if you don't like your group,
right.
go say something. What am I going to do? Fucking not say something? So I went and said something.
You went to talk to the manager like the Karen of tennis camp.
You're supposed to. And he goes, is it the instructor or is it your partners? I said, it's the partners. We're just not vibing. Like,
the instructor's your boy. You're like, yo, we ran it back.
Well, no. Our instructor was a new instructor who had his own issues, one of which was he wouldn't stop farting.
Too much beef jerky.
It was like the fucking Swiss Army Man.
Oh, yeah.
That's a
great
movie. Yeah, that's a film.
Daniel Radcliffe, Paul Dano. My neighbor, Paul Dano. Yeah, I'm familiar. Great movie. Yeah. Underrated.
Who's the director?
Oh, I actually don't know.
Come on, dude.
Who's the director?
Matthew Iglesias. I don't know who that is.
Enrique Iglesias.
Yeah.
Swiss Army Man.
This guy like he was trying to like cover up his farts by like feeding, like hitting the like timing the hits with his farts. But this poor guy just had like terrible IBS or something. Like he was like farting nonstop all day. I mean, he was a gross individual. Just a disgusting man.
I can't wait for you to see Challengers. And while I do not predict you will perceive it as the absolute slapster piece that I did, where I'm literally calling it right now, Dune 2, spectacular. This is movie of the year. Everyone will be talking about this score. It's a banger. The emotion that this movie elicited for me is not going to make me dabble into your world of actually being a real stroker on the court. But it's funny to hear about the different types of players because I went into this movie a little blind outside of the memes, outside of the threesome stuff, whatever. It is a fantastic psychological look at the different types of not just athletes, but specifically tennis players. And Zendaya says it her best, excuse me. And this isn't a spoiler, but tennis is everything. And to certain people, they don't fuck around when it comes to balls and strokes.
Yeah, it's a big mental game for sure. I mean, and like, you know, you are out there by yourself, unless you're playing doubles. But it is like you do have to, like, you are playing against yourself. And that's why, like, when you see people having meltdowns or screaming at each other, they're not screaming at the opponent or anything. They're screaming at themselves.
Yeah.
It's tough. And it's tough to, like, do that. And it's tough when you're, like, not having a good time to, like, keep going. And these fucks just, like, ruined it. Turns out, the next morning, we're waiting. We're like, and me and Anoop were, like, bummed. And his girlfriend had come. She's, like, in a different, like, in a beginner's level. But she's like, guys, I'm so sorry. Like, that really sucks. I'm so sorry. And she was, like, trying to, like, pick us up.
Especially because, like, you're paying good money for this. And something to look forward to.
Like, honestly, it's not even about the money. It's just like, fuck, like this. I was looking forward to this so much, and it's usually so much fun. Yeah. And it's like,
wait, so it's total.
Also, the other thing is that because of their style of play and the coach, Anoop had like a fitness tracker. The 3 hours that we played on Friday, he burned more calories in those 3 hours than in the 5 hours that we played on Saturday.
Because you were with some real strokers.
Because it was just me and him. And we were like playing in a way where like we were like running around and sweating and like actually like playing, not fucking around hitting overheads for 45 minutes, right. You know, on a windy ass day.
I know he's your boy, and this is a very personal question, but have you ever asked him if he wears it when he has sex?
I have not asked him that.
I would be curious because I feel like I've heard of dudes that do that.
Sure,
like like sex nerds,
yeah,
like that.
Yeah, sex maxers.
Yeah.
But so we were like, hey, is there any way? And the issue is that Anoop and I and these two guys, we were the best players at the camp. So there was no way that we could like swap with another group that's on the same level because no one else was at our level. We're the only four.
Well, no. Those guys are the best players.
Yes, but our group was the best group.
Got it.
And there was because it was maxed out, there was no way we could split up because there's no extra court.
You were locked in.
Sunday morning comes around. We're like, oh, fuck. All right, let's just get through this. 3 more hours. Like, whatever. Let's just fucking.
Dude, such a defeatist mindset.
I was like, am I going to fucking fight these guys? Like, this fucking sucks, dude. And like, I said some shit. Like, I like made a jab at the guy that was like telling me to do stuff.
What was the jab?
During a break, he was like asking the instructor, he's like, so like, how do you qualify to like be a coach here? Like, he's like, could I come and be a coach here? And I was like, yo, you kind of already are. You're telling me what to do.
Hey, save it for your mother.
What I say? You're telling me what to do. You're something, one other thing. And then I think he took that in because he stopped telling me.
The message was received.
He stopped saying shit like, yo, you should get your racket up. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
I cannot wait for you to see challengers. I'm seeing so many fucking analogous lines of thinking.
Sunday morning, the director comes up to me. He goes, hey guys, so I made some changes. You guys are just going to be with the instructor, just you two.
That's nice.
Because, and then the fucking lug ogre is getting water near us. And he comes up to goes, hey guys, just so you know, I asked them to make some changes. So I think we're going to, get split up or whatever. And he goes, yeah, we did too.
You guys fucking hated each other, dude.
Yeah, no, there was like crazy resentment. It was wild.
Challengers times two.
And then a guy came in, right? And he was worse than me and Anoop, but it was still a very fun day.
Hang. Yeah.
Because like we were like, everyone had the right attitude where it's like, like he'd hit it out and be like, oh, my bad. And I'd be like, no, all good. We'll get the next one. Or I'd hit a shot and be like, yo, nice shot. And be like, thanks, bro. And we'd like dap up after every point. And it was just such a shift, a complete 180. And yeah, I'm sure it is like absolutely. It's a fucking mental game, bro.
This just reminds me of this story on the very regrettable Gallagher pod, at least from my end. It's still worth it because we got to tell the story of when he got so mad he hit that shot and the ball came back, hit him in the nuts.
No, I aced him and the ball hit him in the nuts and he was so angry he didn't react to getting a nut shot.
Oh, that's what it was? I thought he like reacted and like ended up nut shotting himself out of anger.
No, he was so angry by getting aced that he didn't react to getting nut shot.
because he couldn't show any emotion.
Yeah, because he was too raged.
Whatever. So the story was better in my head than it actually turned out to be, but which a lot of times happens on a podcast.
Here's the thing about challengers that I'd like to ask you and about tennis in general. So like, I'm not going to be hater Jimmy over here. Is tennis about to be the new golf in terms of everyone being like, oh my God, it's giving Zendaya, or like trying to wear cute little tennis fits, which obviously has been a thing already.
Is that what happened with golf? You think is people like trying to get little fits off? And you're talking about girls?
No, I think kind of like culture and sports like intersecting.
Yeah.
With golf, we have it with like a bunch of brands, with a bunch of like fucking. Obviously, we mentioned ALD just being the latest to get into it, and golf and like cool guy culture kind of like intersecting even more so than before. Is that about to happen with tennis?
I feel like tennis kind of already happened and not happened. It's happening, but it had that peak because it was the only thing you could do like during COVID, right? Because of the distance.
Yeah, I mean that's when I like got back into it. Or
right, exactly.
And I think that tennis core was a thing for the girlies, right? Where it's like, look at my cute little, my cute little skirt,
sporty and rich,
my cute little skirt, my cute little top,
which
right?
we would say just
little sambas, definitely like tennis core adjacent.
I will give Emily Oberg her flowers. She's a real stroker. She plays like she's legit.
She strokes.
It's now, do the girlies wearing sporty and rich? Is it a costume? Yeah, for sure. Which is honestly just me with metalwood too. Same fucking thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not out here fucking golfing. I'm
going to tennis camp with Emily over the summer.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay. For the people at home, it's gonna be fire.
But yeah, I just want to. Listen, I fucking have the metalwood on the hat, on the head, but I can't fucking hit out the rough. People saw that clip from the Masters. Quite embarrassing. Almost as embarrassing as. Sorry. So okay? Let me answer your question. Then I do want to talk about the very regrettable Photoshop moment.
It just feels like
that we had in this office.
Yeah, and then we'll wrap it up. But it does feel like
no, I think it's not
from the few days post challengers on Twitter. It feels like people are like, oh my God, I'm getting my tennis on. Oh my God, I'm gonna listen to techno while fucking second serving.
While fucking. Yo, that soundtrack is fucking incredible. So
bro, we're a techno pod now. We had techno on last week.
And I would love to use a song from Challengers, but I don't want to also spoil it. Like the score is so fucking, it might be better than the Social Network score, which, as many people know, is my favorite film and is one of my favorite scores as well. No, I don't think you need to be worried, mainly because there's also
I'm not worried. I'm just curious.
Nah, I don't think so. Though, I mean, like, vintage golf looks, vintage, soccer looks, blow core, vintage tennis looks. Like when it comes to sport, there is like a lot of great, whether it's Zoods or like straight up pieces to buy. Maybe you'll see cosplayers. I don't think you need to worry about court time, brother.
Whenever the U.S. Open happens every year, people catch tennis fever. It feels like tennis fever has started early this year. And like in terms of the gear on the court, like first of all, except for Palms, there's no good brand that does like the tennis aesthetic. Because like
for guys,
it is very much like intense sports guy shit. Performance polos. Yeah. People always ask me like, yo, what shoes should I buy? I'm like, bro, I went into the store and said, give me your cheapest size 9s. Like they asked like what I wear on the court, like the Johns I wear on the court. It's like a free swag tee that I don't care about like blowing my nose into and just Nike running shorts.
I had the Federer J's.
That's insane. Nah, that's not insane.
They were
that tracks.
this is embarrassing. I never wore them and I sold them. Cool. But they were sick. Here's what's going to happen. Here's the problem. Pickleball, it feels like we moved past the worst of it. That's what I'm worried is going to see this movie and do like the Leo meme when it's like obviously apples and oranges are going to be more different. And I just hope that there's not a pickleball second wave because of challengers. That's me being a hater. Like I don't want that.
Challengers going to make the tennis babies come out the woodwork?
I really think.
Is there a pickleball moment?
No, but I think that pickleballers who already have fucking baby brain they're definitely going to be some that watch this movie and be like, I'm really like them for real or whatever. They really like me. What is it fucking?
He like me for real. He just like me for real.
She and he's are just like me for real, and it's only going to bring that fucking scourge back into the public eye and start fucking up the city in the summer, which normally should be about good positive vibes and not hating.
All right, I have 2 more topics. One is I think Posy and one is Neggy, so the duality man. You have an Instagram hypothetical for me. What is going on here?
Yeah.
The platform that matters most
without
to you.
getting into too much detail, somebody in my life who has never had Instagram is finally ready to hop on the only app that matters. And it's like, where do you even begin? And I guess a lot of it is about like, what is this Instagram for?
Yeah, let's work
like whether
backwards
it's
here.
like work or business, or in this case, personal, and then like what elements of your personal life are you trying to, lean into and elicit with this thing? But I was like, yeah, how the fuck do you just start an Instagram?
What's your first Instagram post? You know what it is? Like,
Oh, I would have to go back. Fuck.
because also this is
Also,
what,
how many? This
2014?
this could be interesting. How many posts do you have on Instagram?
I don't know, and I'm
No,
too
it's
far.
right up top.
Well, I'm too far back now.
Oh.
I don't want to go all the way back. I have never like deleted. Like if you go back far,
I've
enough,
never
you just see,
deleted
like embarrassing
ever.
shit,
Well,
right?
I have archived a couple things that I said were unsavory, like that R. Kelly photo.
What?
No, the R. Kelly step and repeat that Jen and I took a photo of when we went to
come
see
on,
R.
that's
Kelly live.
fine.
That one was just straight up deleted. Okay, my first Instagram post. What do you want to know?
Yo, look, here's some. Oh fuck! I just accidentally scrolled to the top. I have 912 posts.
Okay, I have 1,200 and change.
Okay.
So that's actually, we're like, not that. Well, actually. All right, here we go. Almost there.
Wait,
Yo,
but
this is
I have
riveting
some,
podcasting.
I have some photos from the Capitol store.
I have like some
that I
fucking
scrolled past.
photos from one of your birthdays I just saw when you were fucking hammered.
Thanks, dude.
We're doing shots. We were doing shots.
What?
Must have been young, dude. Shots. Jesus.
I invited you to
fucking
my
Christ.
birthday?
Shut the fuck up.
I must have been real young. This is terrible. This is terrible podcast.
I'm seeing
Okay, here's
so
my
much-
first one.
Okay. I'll get there.
It's a nighttime streetscape in Paris.
That's cool.
Is it? Oh fuck. From December 27th, 2011. 6 likes,
Mine is so bad.
2 comments. Damn boy, you got posts, my G, and nice.
All
What's
right.
yours?
Why don't you? Here's my first Instagram post.
Come on.
Why don't you tell the audience what we're looking at here?
All right, we're looking at 2 loaf-shaped turds. December 31st, 2011, 4 days after my first post. Caption, the right shoes. Photo, 2 unbuckled, pretty torched double monk shoes.
I think they're run of the mill, so it is me maybe doing
right.
a little self promotion.
The right shoes. Is that a play on the right stuff?
No, I think it's just me being an idiot.
All right, so if
An
you're launching
asshole.
an Instagram, don't post a pair of double monks and don't. Well,
You
honestly,
have the better first post. Obviously.
maybe post like a wet sidewalk in Paris. Okay.
Oh my god, my second one is even worse.
What is it?
Look at the caption.
It's an out of focus
Isaiah suit
Isaiah suit hanging.
in my complex cubicle.
Yep, and the same day.
Really? Oh, I was just going after
You
it.
were fucking hammered on New Year's Eve. Draped up and dripped out, comma.
Yeah, I was fucked up because the punctuation is not on point.
Yeah.
God damn it. Well, listen,
All right.
I'm never archiving anything. So yeah, I don't even know I don't know what to tell them.
Here's what I'll say. You and I think you've kind of like come over to the Jimmy side where you're like, yo, fuck posting on Instagram, right? Well,
I'm just waiting for my grill to come in. I'm ready to go. Yeah, I'm gonna wear it to I think I'll have it. Hopefully, inshallah, next pod.
Okay.
Boys only.
Yeah, if you want to hear Lawrence lisp his way through an hour and a half.
You've worn
tune
them on
in.
pod and you sounded normal.
I sound lispy.
Oh, okay.
Also, mine's not a full 4-piece front. Jesus Christ.
They should have never gave me money.
I know. Are you my John's ruiner? I'm going to sell my grills.
Well, honestly, you did make a point to me, which like now, okay, and I get it that it's an expensive, stupid bit, and it is partly midlife crisis. You were like, yo, bro, by the way, because I asked you, I was like, yo, like, I think I've seen you wear them out once recently. And I was like, yo, that's crazy. Like, you don't like throw them in, you're like, oh yeah, like, you know, people aren't like doing grills like that anymore. And I was like, fuck, did I like miss? I mean, it's a timeless thing.
It's okay. The clones are going to clone.
White guys wearing grills, timeless, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
Timeless comedy. But then you made me, I was like, fuck, dude. Should I have gotten grills a year ago?
Yes, and I know the thing is that, and this is you with tattoos, right? Is that you're very slow to pull the trigger on things. You make up your mind, but then you're slow to pull the trigger on
I'm lazy.
on like larger projects besides just like clicking a few buttons.
Body modification.
Mainly. Okay, if you're going to start over with Instagram, and this is
No, not even start over, because that's the other thing.
start.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think like get a few up before like. Well,
Dude, it's crazy, right?
it's weird because
it's a crazy
It's
question.
hard because I know that they want to launch an Instagram because it's a little weirder that they don't have an Instagram, and they're not the type of person to be like, oh yeah, I don't have Instagram. They're not that type of person, right? I think.
It used to be like he like made it a part of his personality, which I think now he was like, this was stupid. But then you could kind of be like the mysterious guy without Instagram. But I think he realizes that he needs to have one because now it's like you don't have one, you're weird.
Well, it's not only that you don't have one. It's like, okay, it's not even about like what photos you post. It's like, who do you follow? Right? Because as soon as you go to someone's IG, what's the first thing you do? All right, look at a few of the, top 6, top 9 photos. Who do they follow?
I'm looking for titties and slappers.
Who are the Muchies?
Yeah.
Who do they follow and who follows them? Right?
He's gonna have
So that's honestly going to be even more difficult.
Nah, because he's gonna be fucking locked in with some fucking.
So he's gonna have one follower.
Some big clouded motherfuckers.
He's going to be following one person, Sartorially Inc.,
verified.
the white guy with the grills. That's the hard part. Forget photo. The photos, just some nice photos of themselves, some nice photos of like some travel, some like food shit. The fucking
I was
whatever.
like, let's be real, bro. I'm like, straight up, let's do thirst traps. And when I saw him, I was like, he had a little fit going on. I was like, yo, hold the fucking puppy. Let's just give the people what they want. Hot guy, cute dog. I was like, why are we fucking beating around the bush? And we'll see. Maybe
some bush. Maybe you should post some bush. But I think it's going to be
a work in progress.
I think it's going to be like. And again, it is completely what is the function of their Instagram? Because it's funny, like for you and I, or for me at least, I never thought that my fucking career would be so dependent on IG, right? And so like, it's like half like professional shit where it's like following brands, stores, people, whatever, and then the other half is like following friends, and like seeing what's going on in their lives, and like having a portal into that,
right?
And it's like, how do you present yourself to the world, right? Is it like cool guy, professional, look how fucking sick my life is? Or is it like, hey, like here's what I actually enjoy doing. And like, here's what I'm up to in my life. So kind of working backwards from there. Again, is it purely to get bussy?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, easy then.
And I think
bulges, bro.
And then a normal functioning member of society. For me, I just treat it like work and I just want it to be organic. I'm like, this is way easier for someone like me. And again, someone who's married, right? Versus like,
exactly.
But no, I was like, damn, dude. Cause I'm like, I want to provide, I'm being come to as a guy who apparently, has best practices. And I was like, I don't even know what to fucking tell you, brother.
Yeah. Well, T's and P's to that guy. I'm sure he'll figure it out, and I'm sure you'll help guide him along the way.
I think we'll
something
be right.
negative, truly terrifying, truly horrible.
Can I set this up?
Yeah, go ahead.
We got some behind the scenes photos from our beautiful day in Connecticut, courtesy of our shooter, Zeph Colombato. And 2 of those pictures were beautiful black and white images of one was a shirtless, jacked Jimmy, and the other was a Larry in a beater, looking pretty good myself type situation.
Slim L.
I immediately was showing everyone this picture.
Really? I immediately texted, delete this.
Right.
Never post. Burn the hard drive.
And here's what's fucked.
And that's an amazing, I think, exhibition of the duality of man.
Well, I just sent it to Jenna to be like, yo, I'm hot. And
what'd she say? Ew, brother, ew.
No, she said, the terrible things this is going to do to your already terrible ego. Something along those lines.
Fair.
But,
well, thank God you're humbled.
Well, and what I would say is also, I feel bad for you because what you saw and wanted deleted and what I saw and was like showing everyone when we went through all of the selects earlier today, what we didn't know is that both of those pictures, mine more heavily than yours, are straight up fucking Photoshop, dude.
And like when you're flipping through the files,
and he left in the OGs.
I know, which is so funny and definitely a fat boy Easter egg. When you're flipping through the files, right? It's like, file 001, file 02. So like they rapidly shift and like, a lot of them are very similar photos, but you see like a minutia is just like, oh, like my head is shifted this way, or your arm goes up this way. With this, it's just like my love handles are like bulging in and out.
I lost the cup size 100%. Yeah. But
you go from Stanley Kowalski to fucking Rick Ross. Like,
and what's crazy is that, and maybe this is the note we can end it on. Like when you saw those pictures, you believed them, right? Even though you didn't like it, I literally was like, yeah. This is believable.
I was like, this is why we pay. Well, I didn't really look at yours because it's great, but I was like, this is why I pay him the big bucks because look how good we look. But I said,
I said, challengers.
Y'all building a house because I found the studs. I said, delete these. Well, mine at least. You go, damn, challengers 2024.
because we're on a tennis court in these photos.
Right.
And it's, two hot guys, challengers, whatever. Yeah, dude.
The video is so funny. So I just took a video of like the.
Please, can you not? And also, like, you can't. Well, honestly, you do whatever.
Well, it's just me.
Okay, my shit, I can't. I
didn't take photos of your titties. Like, look like you hit puberty. You look like the hottest girl in the 8th grade.
And I'll say this, dude. I really, truly, in my heart of hearts, believed that to be an accurate representation of what we looked like. And then really even specifically me. Damn, especially as someone who's lost a little bit of weight, as I've talked about many a time on the pod.
I hate to see it.
Fucking, dude, honestly, the new office was truly christened with that signature TF, just self-hatred.
Oh, I thought it was I thought it was signatured by your fucking colon and then me just pissing away the evidence.
That too.
All right. Well, this has been another episode of the only podcast that matters.
New vibes, new office.
Only office that matters. I'm excited to start building this out, to get used to the environment, to figure out the AC situation.
My biggest thing, just aesthetically, like, because this is all people are going to see. We need a backdrop, dude.
I agree, but I'm also not mad at what I'm seeing right now.
No. I see.
Like on the screen right here.
I think it could be. It feels too much like WeWork, which it's not. This is our office, so it needs some personality.
Really, I think it feels a bit like a newsroom. Anyway,
a little fashion.
No, not that. This has been another episode of the only podcast that matters.
The Ranges
and Knicks, Chef.
Oh, and Knicks. Well, we don't want to jinx because we've got to play Game 5.
We're good, bro. Chef, take us out.